Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Seattle Mariners at the Kingdome. On the mound for Detroit is Bert Blyleven, whose record is 4-3 with a 4.12 ERA. And pitching for the Mariners today is Jim Beattie, whose record is 3-2 with a 3.72 ERA. Okay, we had a nice victory yesterday, winning 9-3 over the Rangers. We took 3 out of 4 against the Texas team, and I feel pretty good about our chances as we head into Seattle today. We're going to play the Mariners for the first time this season. Let's take a look at their team real quick, and we're also going to take a look at this the Kingdome stadium effects here. So they don't have any, the Mariners don't have any injuries right now. Their top prospect is Mark McGwire. He's probably still a couple years off before making the squad. And they have several expiring contracts, but nobody of any significance. You see, they are in second place, 3 games back of Kansas City, closing fast. Their team leaders listed here. Manny Sarmiento is their closer, which is very strange because the closer for the first 2 seasons of our simulation here is still on the team in the rest of the bullpen. So kind of a strange configuration. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the stadium for the Seattle Mariners. Of course, it's the Kingdome. We love the Kingdome. I always thought as a kid that it was like a King Don, like the hostess. And I was like, wouldn't it be great if a stadium was made of actual King Dons? That would be awesome. But it's the Dome, and the Dome has a park factor of 111. So the effects here are 11% more likely to happen here than in any other stadium. So home runs are already, for left-handers, 7% more than average. Right-handers are 3% more than average. Hits by lefties are 4% higher, but by righties are 2% less. You see here the doubles are up. Triples are 30% less likely to happen. Strikeouts are big here. Double plays just break even, and errors are 10% more likely on the carpet. You see the dimensions here as well. So looking to see how our team will do on the carpet at the Kingdome. Let's get back to Detroit here. And we're going to go ahead and get this game started. Of course, we are down Alan Trammell. He'll be out for another 30-plus days. So we are going to have Marky Wags at shortstop as the game continues to load here. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe. Bert Blyleven on the mound. He has only 5 plate appearances versus the current Mariners in the lineup today. Keith Comstock, the only reliever who will not be available. And here is our lineup versus Jim Beattie. We've got Lance Parrish back in there. We gave him the day off yesterday. Bobby Ramos caught. And that's in hopes of Parrish having a good series versus Seattle. As far as throwing runners out, they are going to be running like crazy. Otherwise, our lineup is the same as our everyday lineup, with the exception of Mark Wagner, of course. And let's go ahead and do the official Tigers lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in right field is Eddie Miller. Batting second in center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting third and DHing is Eddie Murray. Batting cleanup at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting sixth at first base is Greg Brock. Batting seventh and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting eighth at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, is Mark Wagner. Let's take a look at Jim Beattie. He is the 5th starter in the Mariners rotation. He's 3-2, making only his 6th start this year. 3-2 with that 3.72 ERA. 24 walks, 24 strikeouts. Opponents are batting .241 against him. He's got a complete game. And his fastball tops out around 92 miles an hour. But his slider is his best pitch, rated a 91. Fastball and changeup both below average. His overall rating at age 28 is an 83. And he is going to arbitration at the end of this year, so he's going to be asking for more money. How did he do? Yeah, so he's been the number 5 starter all year. He's got no minor league stats, so he's just been sitting in that role waiting for an opportunity to pitch, and today is that day. Here is the defensive alignment for the Seattle Mariners. Dave Henderson in center field won the Gold Glove out there last year. And Eddie Miller leading off against Jim Beattie down in front. And he strikes out Miller to lead off the ball game. There's one down. Miller had 4 RBI in yesterday's game as Henderson gets an infield single to first. And Henderson stole a base yesterday, 76% chance against Pagnozzi, who is a 20-year-old rookie with an average arm only, no range either. We're gonna send him. Why not? It's early. Eddie Murray's kind of getting back in playing shape as Henderson steals second base. That is the 32nd stolen base on the season. Eddie Murray's got a 3-game hitting streak. And a ground ball at the middle for a base hit. Make it a 4-game hitting streak. Do we want to send Henderson home? We do not. We've got our best hitter up, Mickey Hatcher. We're going to hit and run with Hatcher. First and third with less than 2 out. Stay out of the double play. Maybe get a run in. Ground ball to Owen at short. And that'll do it. That gets the run in. 1-0 Detroit. RBI to Sticky Mickey. And then Gibby strikes out. So we managed to get a run on the board here in the first. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Here is the Seattle Mariners starting lineup for today. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Harold Reynolds. Batting second at shortstop is Spike Owen. Batting third in center field is Dave Anderson. Batting cleanup in left field is Ricardo Saenz. Batting fifth and catching today is Tom Pagnozzi. Batting sixth and DHing is Bob Pate. Batting seventh at third base is Dave Edler. Batting eighth, playing first base, is Bruce Bochte. And batting ninth in right field is Joe Simpson. Okay, Bert Blyleven making his 9th start already as a Tiger. He's 4-3 with that 4.12 ERA as a Tiger starter. Love the walk to strikeout ratio. Opponents are batting .267 against him. Take a quick look at his log here. Maybe hasn't been as good as we'd hoped. He had a complete game loss against Milwaukee and then came back and had kind of a stinker versus Boston, giving up 5 runs in 7 innings. So he's gone, I guess, at least 6 innings in every start other than his first start where he got knocked around a little bit. So we need Bert to get back on track here as we head down the stretch, and what a better time than today versus the Mariners. There's the Tigers' defensive alignment with Harold Reynolds leading off against Bert. Reynolds flips it to left, and Gibby running in, making the catch. 1 down. Next up is Spike Owen, batting .314 on the season. Off the end of the bat to Wagner at short. 2 down. And Dave Henderson up. He strikes out swinging on a curveball. We're going to the top of the second inning, 1-0 Detroit. We have Brock, Parrish, and Sweet Lou due up. Brock grounding out to Reynolds at second base. One down. Lance Parrish strikes out looking. 3 Ks for Beattie. And Lou hits a deep fly ball to center field, falling short of the warning track for the third out. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Jim Beattie. We go to the bottom of the second with Ricardo Saenz leading off. Saenz has 25 home run already this season as Blyleven walks him to lead off the inning. Next up is Tom Pagnozzi. We're in the 1982 season here, and Pagnozzi doesn't even become a rookie in real life until 1988 as he pops out into foul ground. So he's way ahead of schedule as Hatcher makes the catch on that foul ball. One down for Bob Pate. A grounder back to Blyleven. He turns and fires to second to get the lead runner, but they cannot turn the double play. Pate's got some pretty good speed over there at first, and Dave Edler, with 2 down, steps in and flies out to left. Okay, we're going to the third inning. We have Mark Wagner leading off. Wags had a couple base hit yesterday. Had a really good game in his first game, filling in for Trammell during his injury. He hits a ground ball to first here. There's 1 down. Miller walks. Now, he has not been as automatic lately, but we're sending him on a curveball, and he steals second. I guess that was technically a slider. That is his 20th stolen base. Good job by Miller. In scoring position for Rickey. Rickey strikes out on a pitch right down the pipe. 2 down now for Eddie Murray. And Murray rips it right to the first baseman's glove. Bochte makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the third inning with Bochte leading off. 8, 9, and 1 due up. And Bochte crushes it. Frozen rope to center. Catch made by Henderson. Going to his right. That one's going to fall in front of Henderson as Simpson gets the first hit. Number 9 hitter getting the Mariners on the board with at least their first hit of the game. Will Simpson be going? He's got 20 stolen bases. Oh, walk. That's not even close. So a lot of speed on the base pass for Spike Owen. He's a good bunter. I'm sure he's not going to be bunting. It's too early to do that. And he rips it into center field. A lot of hard-hit balls this inning as Owen's RBI single ties up the ball game. First and third. And Dave Henderson due up. We're going to pull in the third baseman. So a grounder to Reynolds will go home, or we'll hold that runner. Otherwise, we'll play back for the potential double play. It's a base at the left. This Seattle team is no joke. I just wish Blyleven was a better pitcher. He has not been the ace that we really desperately needed. As Henderson's RBI makes it 2-1 Seattle. Saenz strikes out. 2 outs of the inning, 2 Ks from Blyleven. Make it 3 as Pagnozzi strikes out on the inside corner. So back-to-back Ks gets Blyleven out of the inning. We go to the top of the fourth. Seattle takes the lead. We have 4, 5, and 6 due up. And Beattie strikes out Mickey Hatcher for his 5th K. Beattie, total control right now. And then Gibson dumps it into left for a base hit. We're not going to go for 2. Brock is really due for a hit. He's down to 234 overall. There we go. Called my shot on that one. He was definitely due for a big one. That is his 17th home run of the season. A 393-foot shot into left field. It's 3-2 Detroit. Here's big wheel Lance Parrish. Grounding out to Reynolds. 2 down. As Lou steps in. I feel like we haven't had a home run in quite a few games. As Brock breaks that streak for Detroit. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Detroit's got the lead back as Bob Pate steps in. Pate came over from Montreal earlier this season. And he gets his second hit of the day. Runner on first. 4 hits given up by Blyleven to go with a couple of walks. Edler ground ball to short, and Wagner cannot turn 2. We get the lead runner, though. So Edler on first now. As Bruce Bochte steps in. And Edler was going, and Parrish guns him down. Nicely done by Lance. That'll clear the bases. And Bochte strikes out, so a sort of throw him out, strike him out. We'll take it. We go to the top of the 5th. Mark Wagner leading off 0 for 1 today. Striking out. Looking 6 Ks for Jim Beattie. Back to the top of the lineup with Eddie Miller, who slices it into foul ground in left field. Play is made by Ricardo Saenz. 2 down. Here's Rickey, and Rickey strikes out. Holy cow. Beattie's mowing down the Tigers. Just the one long ball. Really the big error pitch from him. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Joe Simpson leading off. Striking out. Blyleven getting in on the K's. That's his 5th strikeout. And then Harold Reynolds, a grounder to short. 2 down. And a pop-up from Owen. Hatcher's under it. There we go. 1-2-3 inning for Blyleven. We're going to the 6th. Murray, Hatcher, and Gibby are due up. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game so far, got to be Brock. 2-run home run gave us the lead. Jim Beattie, 64 pitches, sitting on 7 Ks. Murray popping it up to 3rd. Like to see some power from Murray. I don't think he has an extra base hit yet for the Tigers. There we go. Speaking of extra base hits. There, Hatcher. Excuse me, folks. Hatcher rips it right over the head of the third baseman, Edler, but gets held to a single. Good job by Hatcher. He's 1 for 3. Oh, then he gets picked off first by Beattie. Got caught holding onto his jock. 2 down. And then Gibson strikes out looking. Oh, boy. Will that be the change in momentum that sometimes happens when you have a base-running blunder? Well, I guess we'll find out with Blyleven pitching to Dave Henderson. A grounder to first. There's 1 down. Brock steps on the bag. Ricardo Saenz up next. Flipping into right center field. Caught on the run by Eddie Miller. That looked like it was going to be a little duck snort for a base hit. Taken away from Saenz. And then Pagnozzi hits a grounder to Wags. That'll do it. We are going to the top of the 7th inning. Tigers maintain a 1-run lead. Greg Brock up. He had the big blast, and he strikes out for the 9th strikeout by Jim Beattie today. Have we ever gone into double digits by one pitcher? I'm sure we've struck out at least 10 times Oh, there it is. Parrish striking out swinging. 10 Ks for Jim Beattie. And what the record is 12, right? By Morris earlier this season. Oh, there we go. Sweet Lou, dead center field in the Kingdome. 414 feet. That is his first home run in quite a while. Number 16 overall. Remember, he had those 5 home runs in 4 games earlier this year, and then he's been quiet. Wagner with 2 down, pops it up, and that'll do it. So Tigers get a run on the solo shot by Sweet Lou. It's 4-2 into the bottom of the 7th inning. Bob Pate up. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Who did they trade for Bob Pate? It was somebody big. Oh, yeah, it was Mike. It was 3 great future players. Mike Moore, Matt Young, and Dave Valley. So kind of mortgaging the future there. Team's good now, though. We've got to give him that much. As Pate hits a comebacker to Blyleven, who's over 100 pitches, but his endurance is high. He could go, 130? He's not Bob Ojeda going 150, but he's in that same realm. As Edler hits a ground ball to first. 2 outs. Here's Bruce Bochte. Oh, a sharp hit ball under the glove of Hatcher at third, and there's a double for Bruce Bochte. His 23rd on the season. That's going to bring up Joe Simpson. Joe Simpson's the tying run. I don't think he's got any power. I mean, he doesn't have any power. I'm not worried about him hitting a home run. Base hit will score a run, though. It makes it 4-3. And an error by Miller allows Simpson to get into scoring position. And now we do have some questions to be answered. Now we have to switch hitters up with Reynolds and Owen. Do we let Blyleven pitch to Reynolds? He's 0 for 2 on the day. We're going to pull the outfield in. I think we're going to let him pitch to him. This is why we got him. These big games here. Outfield's in. Ground ball, base hit to left field. Simpson scores, and it's 4-4. Unbelievable. And another hit. Okay. God, Blyleven is terrible. Absolutely unreliable. We're going to bring in Dave Smith. Blyleven can only get the loss now. Pardon me for one moment while I take a drink. All right. This is big. This is Dave Smith versus Dave Henderson. Henderson probably the best hitter on the team. Only batting .234 versus righties. And he strikes him out. So, we preserve a tie as we head to the top of the 8th. Bert Blyleven totally choked in the 7th. And, you know, like people have said, you know, I pull starters too soon. But with our bullpen, why would I allow him to do that? I did it because I thought Blyleven should be good enough to get through these types of situations. But he was not. As Miller leads off the 8th by lining out to Edler at third. 1 down. Rickey up next, striking out. 11 Ks for Beattie. And then Murray's completely useless. Unbelievable. 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Ricardo Saenz just hit a home run off of Dave Smith. That is Saenz' 26th home run this year. And Dave Smith has given up 3 home runs in relief already in the Tigers uniform. Mariners take the lead 5-4. Pagnozzi grounding out to first. There's one down. Pate, line drive to Brock. And with 2 down, Dave Edler will fly out to center field. We're down to our final 3 outs, folks. The error by Miller allowing Simpson to get to second and be the tying run, that is really a difference maker today. But if we lose this ball game, you can't complain much. I mean, Jim Beattie, 11 strikeouts. We've got our number 4, 5, and 6 batters due up. And Hatcher strikes out for strikeout number 12 for Jim Beattie. I mean, this is who Bert Blyleven is supposed to be for us. Oh, they're not going to give him a chance to get the complete game as Gibson grounds out to third. They're going to bring in Manny Sarmiento. He's got 20 saves. 20 saves, 2 blueies, in fact. Lefties are only hitting .204 against him, and Greg Brock is that lefty that needs to get on base. One swing of the bat could tie it up. He's already got 1 dong today. Jammed inside, and the Tigers are going to lose this ball game 5-4. Wow, good job by Seattle, and a great performance from Jim Beattie, tying Morris with the most strikeouts this season. Yeah, the Yankees do gain a game on us. 4 games back, and Seattle, with that victory, is 2 games behind Kansas City. Youch. Let's take a look at the transactions. Tony Phillips out a couple days. Jack Howell out a couple of days. No big deal. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. I guess player of the game might be Greg Brock with the 2-run home run that gave us the lead. Short-lived, but we haven't had a home run in quite a while, at least in my recollection. So we'll take that home run and give it to Brock as a player of the game. Sweet Lou did have a home run later. That did give us the lead. Well, no, because that gave us the 4-2 lead. All right, so we're going to give it to Brock. Dave Smith takes the loss. Unbelievable. Not a horrible performance from Blyleven, but 6 2/3 not being able to come through is just unfortunate. And look at Beattie. Absolutely deserved to get the complete game, but maybe that was the right thing to do, bringing Sarmiento in to get the save and preserve the victory. That's going to do it for today. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 2 of the 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.